Hi Taurus, thanks for joining. This is your reading for October 2019. Tune in with me please while I'm shuffling and call in your higher self. Ask your higher self to connect with my higher self so that we can create a feedback loop to make sure that the messages that come through here today are tailored for you. Okay, let's take a look. I'll hold up the cards as I'm reading so you can see what's going on here. Interesting. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have Queen of Swords. Now, major arcanas in the reading, you have the World and the Wheel of Fortune, and they're together in the Hopes and Fears quadrant. It's quite beautiful. I've never seen that in a reading before. We'll talk about it. There's also the Emperor here in the reading as the crossing card. So this is describing your challenge or your obstacle at this time. There's also here the Emperor in reverse, paired with the King of Cups in the area of your environment. Oh, and the Sun in reverse in the outcome. So let's take a look. What's interesting here in your reading, the center of the reading, you have the Six of Cups in reverse, as I mentioned, crossed by the Emperor. The Six of Cups can be about family, it can be about nostalgia, it can be going back to the past. It can be about like an old connection or someone from your past returning, coming back around. But it can be family oriented. It can just simply be about something that is, I'm hearing memories. Memories. So I feel that for some people watching this reading, you might be, this Emperor could be an actual person in your reading. I feel this could be a person. I feel like for some Taurians that are watching this, you might be dealing with right now someone from your past coming back to check in and see you. And you may or may not want that. There is in this area of this is you and how you see yourself right now, or how you are right now. So we have the Seven of Cups upright with the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be describing, I'm getting a different energy now from those two central cards. I feel that given these two energies being in the energy of describing you right now, perhaps what's going on here is that, again, for some of you, this is a general reading. There may be, this Emperor person may be your partner, never mind gender. This could be your partner, and this person could be challenging you right now, given that they may be wanting to separate or move away or change the dynamic within the family home, because this Ten of Pentacles is definitely describing family unit, consolidated family unit, like people working together. It could be community. This could maybe also be your employer, this Emperor character, your boss or something. And the Seven of Cups being together with the Ten of Pentacles is leading me to the interpretation that you may be dealing with a turn of events here that is now leaving you in a position where you're kind of, weighing up your options with this Seven of Cups. You may be thinking about what you're going to do next and how. Right? The foundation here, you have Ace of Pentacles upright, which is really cool. This energy is your subconscious mind. So this is describing what is motivating you from from a place that you might not be aware of, from your unconscious mind. So you're looking for a new beginning. You're looking for a new start. You want to explore a potential. Maybe you have an idea for something different. Maybe you have been inspired by something or had a flash of insight around something, and you maybe want to pursue it. And yet there's some changes in your environment that are leading me to describe a feeling here where it could be that the turn of events may have been unexpected, but I feel like you're using them in a beneficial way to kind of turn things around, make things happen in the way you want. And now in this energy in your environment, we have the King of Cups in reverse with the Empress in reverse. So I feel like this could be describing, I feel like the Empress could be you. It is, the Empress card is one of the Taurian cards from the Major Arcana. It's very Venusian energy. It could be that there is some, again, with some disturbance in your environment, perhaps some kind of changes, unexpected changes that are brought about by another person. It could be this King of Cups in reverse, or this King of Cups could be describing simply how it's affecting you emotionally, and what that feels like for you is a little bit, you know, topsy-turvy kind of feeling, emotional kind of, I'm hearing emotional reset. But in any case, you see here we have the Emperor and the Empress in your spread. So there is some kind of counterpart energy going on in this reading. And I feel that the Emperor is describing the other person, and the Empress is you in the context of the cards here. So if that's the case, what else is here is that, so from this central axis of your reading, from the unconscious to the conscious mind, as I mentioned, we have Ace of Pentacles in the foundation. So new beginning, fresh potential. And then the crowning card is the Six of Wands, which is really beautiful. This is talking about success and victory and courage and feeling accomplished and receiving the accolades that you deserve from having completed something successfully. So it's such an interesting reading. It's kind of a mixed energy of like some challenging aspects of an individual or a person, but you seemingly come out shining. So here in the Hopes and Fears we have the Wheel of Fortune and the World, both upright. As I said, I don't know if I've ever seen these two cards come out together in a reading, but very powerful. Both of these are describing, well, there's a lot of similarities in these two cards for sure. Simply the cyclical nature of things. I feel like you may be at a point where you're completing something, and that could be what this changing energy is here in the reading. But if you are like closing out a cycle now, whether it's with a person or just in your life in general, if you're making changes, and that's what this feels like here, there's some serious changes happening and fresh beginnings starting, you're actually invoking this energy of like, the Wheel of Fortune is about shifting and bringing an expansive energy into your life. And it's not necessarily a fast moving energy. Like this is, even though Jupiter is very big and has a mass, you know, Jupiter is a massive planet. The benefits and blessings that Jupiter brings can be very large and very expansive, but the energy of the Wheel of Fortune can be it's like a slow effect, right? Like you might have set things in motion some time ago. This is not like a sudden energy that is like shocking and transformative. This is like you putting in work for a long time and slowly building your lifestyle, the changes that you want to embody, and doing it successfully. But it's what's interesting here is that feels like a kind of, that energy feels like something a little bit different from this part of the reading that I'm sensing here. And then in the outcome you have this Five of Cups with the Page of Wands, which is, yeah, again, I feel like there's two halves to this reading. Whatever this energy is with this Emperor who's crossing you, if there is some kind of like shift or change, or could even just be like some communication that comes in from this person that was unexpected, that creates some kind of change. There may be some grieving or some disappointment or some loss here, but I feel you taking this energy forward with this Page of Wands in a very enthusiastic and vibrant way to kind of roll with the changes that are happening and really embody this kind of mastery that you've been working on over time, you know, over time. The energy that you've been working with over time to kind of cultivate your own practices and your own discipline and become embodied. There is this, like, I feel like there's this slight moment here where there is a little bit of an emotional disturbance, but seeing where you pop out to in the other side of this reading, I feel like it's very transient, very temporary energy that's moving through. Now, I didn't talk about this central axis here. So from the recent past, you have this Ace of Wands in reverse, and then in the near future or the potential future outcome is this Sun. So it feels similar, like there's something that maybe was initiated, or something with this Emperor person that maybe isn't working out the way you had both thought originally, but you're making the best out of the situation and kind of walking away victorious and with your head held high and with a lot of positivity and a lot of energy to move towards what's next for you. And I don't feel this sense of lingering in grief or in disappointment or in loss or in sadness. There's like you're kind of pivoting rather quickly. I love these two cards together. Yeah. Like you've been applying discipline in your life for a long time. So that's like, maybe this experience is sort of showing you exactly how far you've come, and all the tools you've been developing within you are actually being put into practice now, and you're seeing, maybe that's what the Six of Wands is as well. Like you're seeing, it's not like you need accolades from anyone else. This is just you feeling successful and having a moment in your life to notice that maybe maybe you're experiencing something challenging right now that like 2 years ago would have literally thrown you like off the rails and taken months to come back from. And here you are experiencing some kind of challenging moment where you're able to like embrace it all and integrate everything and pivot, not in a dismissive way, not in a way of like bypassing, but you're able to just notice that like, oh, I handled that really well and I'm feeling fine actually about everything. It's not a problem. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, Seven of Wands. Interesting. That kind of feels like what I just described, right? This Queen of Swords is kind of like a little bit aloof, but rather discerning. You know, she's got a very clear mind, she's very precise and very deliberate. This is a person that's been through a lot and has learned how to manage her energy, and that's what I just described there. And this Ten of Wands reverse is supplying like affirmation for me, for what I've just said about, you know, maybe there was some difficult situation, but you were able to kind of move through the energy and let go, forgive, let go, move on, and on to the next, right? Processing, integrating everything, and moving on, moving forward. Now there's this Eight of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Wands upright. I feel a lot of wands in the reading actually. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, 10, 7, and 8 of Wands. So what does it mean? I feel here with this 8 and 7, I feel there could be some, like, someone maybe trying to still communicate with you after something's been already done. That's what I felt from the beginning actually with this Six of Cups reverse and this Emperor. I feel like this person is trying to come back around, but like for you that scenario might have already been done long ago. I feel like there's this person coming around that's trying to communicate and wants to maybe reactivate something that's maybe already been closed. And for a moment there, you may have to kind of set yourself in a little bit of a defensive stance to kind of establish a clear boundary of no. If someone wants to open something up that's already been closed. Okay? All right, that's the general reading there, Taurus. Let me just check over here. Yeah, I feel that's it. That's it for general. Let's take a look at the higher octave reading now with the Voyager deck. I'm going to shuffle, and please join me again while I do so. Tune in, send your energy into the deck so I can get clear messages for you. The higher octave reading is designed to provide hopefully a little bit more insight into what may be happening karmically and spiritually. And hopefully your guides may reveal any blind spots that you may have to help you understand the situation you're in, and perhaps even some practical tools as to how you may be able to work with the energies available to make the most out of your situation. One more. Bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups in reverse again, which is the same energy we had here. So let's see if we can get more information about this character. Ten of Cups, crossed by Five of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands reversed, same card we had here. Four of Cups reversed. So a lot of emotional energy so far in the spread. Ace of Wands, same card in the same position. This time it's upright. Through to the Six of Crystals. Man of Crystals reversed. Woman of Cups. That's interesting. We have the Man of Cups in that position. Seven of Crystals. and the balance card in the outcome from the major arcana. This is actually the justice card from other decks. 7 of Wands, 8 of Worlds, 4 of Wands reversed, and 9 of Worlds. Okay. Man of Cups. I do feel like this reading is rather about some kind of like a relationship that maybe is on and off or has been ended a while ago, and someone may be trying to come back in and reignite things, start things again. And I feel like in this spread, this is describing a little bit different energy in that it may be making you feel a little bit confused. I felt like in the previous spread, it was describing how you may have felt a little bit of a wobble, and it may have thrown you off a little bit emotionally, but it felt clear that you were, you know, centered in your own energy and had already made clear decision about that and you were done. But in this reading, it feels like you might be still kind of entertaining the idea of opening yourself up again to this relationship. And perhaps, because you have here the 6 of Crystals in the outcome card. This card is called Confusion in this deck. The crossing card is 5 of Wands in reverse. In this deck, it's called Oppression. 10 of Cups at the heart of the reading. Again, like similar to the 6 of Cups. It's like a relationship card, family card, could be a marriage card, something like that. And then again, this Ace of Wands in the past. So this is like, it's telling me that there was something in the past that had begun, and then things changed. Seven of Swords and 8 of Pentacles in the hopes and fears position. That's telling me that you maybe want to make it work. Like there's part of you that wants to try, but there could also be an element here of maybe you, how do I say that? I feel like the other person that's coming back, you may have already had a betrayal from them, or you may have already had some kind of, you may have already experienced some dishonesty from them, or something that makes you not trust them. And so that's part of the confusion here, is like maybe you're interested, and you're like opening the door a little bit to them to entertain the idea of there being a possibility. But I feel here that like, I'm just hearing the damage is done. So be careful if you are actually giving this person an opportunity to present themselves to you in a way that is giving them the idea that you might change your mind, or that you might take them back, because it might actually not really be the right thing for you. In these other outcome cards here, we have Balance, as I said, and this is 7 of Wands. In this deck, it's called Courage. As I said, Balance is the Justice card from other decks. So either if this is a marriage that it has been kind of on off, and then Justice is here, there could be some like legal matters to deal with. Like if it's about either going forward with the divorce and you know, ending the contract, right? 7 of Wands here though with Courage. You had the 7 of Wands in this deck, in this reading too. I'm feeling a different energy from this spread though. In this reading, I was talking about how this was giving the energy of like you needing to make sure that you give a clear boundary and not let them try to enter to reactivate a situation, because you have already let go and now you are clear, right? So just be really mindful. Like there's no right and wrong, okay? I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's not my job. I'm here to just describe the energy that I'm feeling around you via the cards, through your higher self and guides. And what it's saying here is pretty clear. Like, you know, this Man of Crystals is in reverse. This is the King of Swords. He's in reverse here. And this is the 9 of Pentacles, also in reverse. So I feel like this person may have, or not that the person made you feel anything, but your experience in the relationship with them may have really hit your self-confidence very hard. It may have really affected your self-esteem. It may have really like kind of taken a toll on you. And this 4 of Cups in reverse in the foundation of the reading, saying there's still a lot of emotional energy that needs to be purged and cleansed. There's anger here. There's sadness. There's resentment. There's remorse. But you may be like, as I said, entertaining the idea of allowing this person back into your life. Maybe you're afraid to be alone. Maybe if it was a marriage and there's children involved, you're concerned for their well-being. This Eight of Wands in reverse, again, this is the same card. Eight of Wands in reverse as the crowning card of your reading. In this deck, it's called Harmony. So I feel that what it's describing here is if you do invoke this person and allow them back into your life, it may not be all that you fantasize about. I think this is a real moment to have a really blunt reality check and a very vivid checking back over of the memories. That's what I was feeling with the Six of Cups, actually. Like, there may be some nostalgia, there may be some, like, there may be some cute memories, but you need to remember that all of the memories, not only the fun ones, right? Take care of your energy. Be protective of yourself. I mean, it's one thing to be forgiving, but if a person hasn't actually changed, then you're just like letting them back in to create more of the same. So just be aware of that and be very careful. Let's have a look at the bottom of the decks. Man of Cups reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, again, Sun reversed, and there's Wheel of Fortune and Empress upright. I'm taking that. Cool. So, this Man of Cups was here in your reading, right? Before, in this area of your environment. So I feel very much like this could be the person, the same Emperor person. Both in reverse. And then you have this Ten of Wands, again, which is the same card too. This is this letting go energy. Releasing. It's a heavy load here. So, Man of Cups, right, that was there. And then we have Sun and Fortune together. This is so epic. Sun, Fortune, and Empress together. I feel like this is saying that if you pay attention to the first reading, right, there was the Sun there as well, and the Empress. Empress was in the reverse in the previous reading because she was tied up with that King of Cups in reverse. In this reading, she's upright with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, which again we had in the previous reading, right? And hopes and fears, right? So, the point I'm trying to make here is I feel that if you follow that kind of decisiveness and discernment and clarity and stoicness, is that a word? Stoicism of this Queen of Swords, and just be really clear, use that blade of truth to really tell it like it is to yourself mostly. Like, I feel like you need to give yourself a little pep talk here and really be clear about the past. Be really clear about the past, like what actually happened. Yeah, there was some fun times, maybe there was some cute, maybe this person is really charismatic and interesting and intelligent and fun and funny and all those good things, but are they the right person for you in a partnership? So I'm feeling this energy here of the Sun and the Fortune and the Empress describing you walking away victorious and successful in your clarity of mind, having understood that this may be just a little test from the universe to show you, like, are you going to fall back into old habits, or are you going to really fully embody this incredible, powerful, divine, wise person that you've been steadily working towards embodying, and have this amazing, like, blessed turn of events that is changing you and shifting you out of an old cycle of patterning of certain types of relating. Because I feel, and this is not to tempt you into walking away from this person, but I feel like this is a test. I feel like the universe is testing you. I feel that if you can actually master this experience and really see it for what it is, then you will clearly be able to provide a space for the universe to actually bring you the right partner. Don't make a decision out of fear. Make a decision out of clarity, out of truth, and out of your divine independent nature. Self-trust, self-love. Taurus. I feel like that's your reading. I'm going to leave it there. Definitely, I feel definitely with the Justice card coming out there is some kind of karmic closure that's happening here, as well as with the World and Wheel of Fortune. Like, you need to see this for what it is. Okay? Don't slip back into an old, comfortable pair of slippers and miss out on the opportunity to move into a more expanded space of your own self and be able to embody and manifest individuals that suit that new vibration that you've been working really hard to get to. Okay. Sending lots of love, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.